cranberry sauce. You don't need the can. You can make this simple recipe. Yeah, I bet if you have a child that can read, you can make this recipe. So let's get started. I, however, am going to kick mine up a notch, like I always do, by substituting, tweaking it. The recipe is on the back of your ocean spray bag. This is a 4 cups, 12 ounces. And the recipe's back here. It says 1 cup of water, 1 cup of sugar, 3 cups of 3 cups of fresh cranberries. That's it. But we're not going to do the easy way. I'm going to tweak it. And instead of water, I'm going to add orange juice. And I'm also going to add the zest, some zest to give it an extra little tweak. So you can use a box grater if you don't have a zester, but wash your oranges really good. Zest them before you squeeze it, or you will try to zest the orange after it's already deflated. It's not going to work. And we don't need a whole lot. This is just giving it that little extra touch. And don't zest the white part, so keep moving around your orange. And see, all the zest is right here. We're going to put it in our measuring cup. And like I said, a little bit of goes a long way. You can put more if you like, but some people say you can just, I think I will. You can just tear off a rind with not the white part and put it in there to boil with your cranberry. Try not to get the white. We're going to throw it in there. We're going to fish it out. Now, we're going to need a cup of orange juice. So I have fresh oranges. If you have just orange juice, you can use that. That's my loyal fan, Virginia. Hope you're having a wonderful holiday. We're making homemade cranberry relish. And I have to tell you that I also like the canned jelly. I always use it, so I get the canned jelly and then I make my signature special sauce for me. Okay, so let's see how much orange juice we have in here. Hopefully we have a cup. If not, we can always add water. And we practically have a cup. I don't want to do another orange, so I'm going to put water, which is what the recipe calls for anyway. And I'm just doing that to the cup. So I'm going to get I'm going to bring you over here now. Let me move some things to the stove. We're going to pour in our orange juice and zest. I have 4 cups of cranberry. It calls for 3, but I just always throw in the whole bag. Make sure you wash them first. Throw them in. Throw in your cup of sugar, and you're done. As far as the recipe goes, you're done. And you didn't even have to use orange juice. You could have just used water. But, you know me. And I'm going to add to mine, to make it special, some vanilla bean paste. This is actually the stuff that's the real McCoy. It's paste. It's the actual stuff that's in your extract. But this is better for you and more delicious. So I just put a half a teaspoon, I believe. Yeah. Then this is going to happen real fast, people. But I'm infusing mine. Because we're going to have the jellied one. And I cut both sides of the can and then I just slide it onto a plate and then I slice it in rounds. And people can eat it like that. You can cut them in half. And see, we're waiting for these to burst. That's what we're waiting for. When they burst, we're ready. And to that, I'm going to add a small cinnamon stick to infuse it. And I went to my garden and I got a sprig of fresh rosemary. And I'm going to put this in there just for the taste. As soon as my cranberry is ready, I'm going to take off the rind. The cinnamon, no, I'd probably leave the cinnamon stick because it's pretty. You can already hear them popping. We're waiting for all those to pop. Just give it a good stir. And as it gets cold, it will thicken into the beautiful cranberry chutney. And you know what? I like to make this, and after Thanksgiving, the day after, I get some of those dinner rolls. I cut them open. I put a dollop of stuffing on there cold, and I love cold stuffing. That's my poison. I put a blob of cold stuffing, a piece of white turkey meat, and some of this cranberry, and I am good to go. See, you can hear those popping already. And it's so much better than the canned stuff. It doesn't have all those preservatives and whatever. And to mine, I'm taking it to the next level, people. Some of you might be controversial about this next ingredient, but if you love coconut like I love coconut, and I love coconut, I'm going to put a little coconut in there. About a fourth a cup. Hear those popping? Say, no, you're going to ruin it. If no one eats it but me, I'm happy because I love it. I love coconut. I love this cranberry chutney. Alexa, set timer for 10 minutes. It says to cook it for 10 minutes, occasionally stirring. And then you pour it into a bowl and you let it do its magic. It starts thickening itself. And by the time you're ready to serve it, it's ready to be served. So if you want to try something new, but you're not afraid of your guests, buy the jellied stuff. A couple of cans of that. Slice it, like I told you, in rings on a platter, a pretty little platter. Get yourself a pretty little crystal plate and slice it so it won't look so manufactured. Look at, see how those are popping open? This is thickening it. Came from a party where I made my, let me show you, my souffle that I taped this morning, and it is delicious, and everybody loved it. But we're just a small group of ladies, but actually they probably would have took it home But I put it away because my daughter, my sister said, save me some of that. So before everybody started making the plates, I gave the hostess a serving and I put the rest away. But it is so good. That streusel topping is so good. And if you haven't seen the video, I just posted the picture with a thumbnail of the streusel. And this streusel, just like when you have a apple streusel pie, same thing. Now I'm not going to post the recipe. Buy this bag and you will see the recipe. We have to cook this 10 minutes. It's not going to take long. It's already doing its magic. The only thing I did, if you just follow the bag, you're going to have some delicious cranberry sauce, homemade, fresh. But if you want to add stuff, it's your party. You can add some substitute orange juice or pineapple juice for the, I have someone calling but I can't take the call. Substitute pineapple juice or orange juice and you will be good. And make this. I guarantee you everybody's going to love it. Every single person loved it. And this is different than a lot of the recipes that are trending, use crisp, blah, 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 because they don't use eggs. And eggs is what gives it, when you cook it, it puffs up like a souffle. So I just have this pretty little dish. And I'm going to pour it in there, let it cool down, refrigerate it, and we're done. How easy was that? So if you haven't already, go to my YouTube channel, like, subscribe, share. If you want to see me cooking every day, well, not every day, but most days, go to my Facebook channel, my Facebook group with the same name, In Deb's Kitchen. Follow me, and every time I'm cooking in my kitchen, which could be any given minute, midnight, morning, you name it, I'll pop up and you'll be right in my kitchen with me, cooking from A to Z. And whatever goes on in my kitchen goes on. Sometimes people walk in with talking or yelling and my little grandkids come running in, or you never know. Anything could happen. Just come to visit me in my kitchen. Just sit for a while. I know with these live streams, it takes a lot of time because with my YouTube, I can cut it out, stop, and edit. But you have to stay in here as long as I'm in here. But that's a good thing because if you want to learn to cook, you have to be in my kitchen with me. And I'm just going to help these along. Smash a couple of these berries because it's almost ready. Alexa, how much time left on my 10-minute timer? Oh, no timer set. So we're done here. Alexa, how much time on my 15-minute timer? No timer set. I say that's 10 minutes, don't you? So I'm going to smash some of these just for good measure. And we're done, because it looks done to me. And some bright, beautiful cranberry whole ones. It's going to look pretty in your dish. So let's come back to this pretty, and find a pretty little jar that showcases clear so people can see what you got. Hopefully this won't break. It's supposed to be thick. So my cranberry's done. I turned it off. Now, like I said, you don't want that rind in there. You don't want the rosemary in there. Pull it out. And what you have, and I'm going to leave the cinnamon stick because it's pretty. And if you want to get a fresh sprig of rosemary, once it's cold, just to put on the, decorate it with, go for it. You've been in Deb's Kitchen, where everything is simple budget friendly, fresh most of the time, semi-homemade, repurposing pantry and refrigerator ingredients. But one thing I can tell you this, it's always delicious. So have a beautiful holiday. Come back every day because I'm going to be posting things as I make them for a holiday. So I'll see you later. I got to make my ham, and I'll probably be posting that too. So I'm making a ham for tonight for my other cooking group. Hi, sweet siren. I'm making cranberry relish, but I don't like the canned stuff. I do like the jelly, but I don't like the whole cranberry. I prefer to make my own. You can make it in 10 minutes with 3 easy ingredients. That's all on this bag. However, in Deb's Kitchen, you know, we tweak it. So I added some rosemary. I substituted the water for orange juice. I zested some of the orange rind in here a little bit. I put a cinnamon stick and a sprig of fresh rosemary from my garden. So, let me tell you how it tastes. Hot, but I'll try it. It's going to be better. It's cold. We'll try it for you. And you're going to get these big, fresh. Oh, and I put some vanilla in there. Vanilla paste, the real deal. And I put coconut. You could add whatever. You can leave it out. You can just use orange juice and the rind. And that's it. And it'll still be delicious. But me, I like to change things up. I like to make it special. And you can make it special any way you like. It's your party. Yep. Cranberry. The whole cranberry, I bit down, it burst. So fresh. Go ahead. Go buy it. It's not too late. Only takes 5 minutes in a bag of cranberries. I got these 2 for $5, so I could make 2 different kinds if I wanted. But I'm saving this for another dish. But you'll have to stick around and like, subscribe if you want to see. You've been at Deb's Kitchen. Have a blessed day.